I want to ask you a couple more questions about your father because I found that dynamic so interesting. And you said something in the book, and I'm paraphrasing, but you said your father was an abuser who became a good partner.
Yeah.
In this era of cancel culture, some people couldn't even imagine that happening. Can you explain?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he always had it in him. I think he was wrestling. You know, I always feel like you got two people that you wrestle with, right? Mm-hmm. And it's who you feed. And I think he fed the more violent aspects of himself. I think he was running from a lot. But in the last several decades, I think since I was probably in my 20s, he helped my mom raise a lot of my relatives' children.
Mm.
And he loved my mother. He was always there, rubbing her feet. And towards the end of his life, and when I say towards the end, the last couple of days of his life, my mom would always say every single day he woke up, even when he was suffering from dementia towards the end, he would say, you know, May Alice, you know, I'm sorry about what I did to you.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I feel like that's everything. I mean, how many people do you know that even make amends,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
that even open their mouths? And I think that I feel like that has to be acknowledged as an incredible character trait.
You also said in the book your father passed and you never got the opportunity to find out what caused his trauma. Are you still able to heal that part of your life without knowing that piece?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Once again, I think the only race you can run is your own. You know, I didn't know that because he didn't make it known.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that is more his burden and not mine. I made the choice to forgive despite not knowing. And I think that's what love looks like. Mm-hmm. It's like Bell Hooks says, you know, that we're always wrestling with not feeling lovelessness. You know, if you're in any relationship, you know, you're going to have some hard conversations.
How did that affect you with other relationships, with you dating and viewing men? Did you look at men as something you didn't want to necessarily date, you didn't trust because you seen how your dad?
Yes, but yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's a never-ending narrative out there. You don't trust men, you know. They're cheaters, they're liars, you know. This is all they want from women. Absolutely. It's a constant sort of stream of consciousness in the minds of women. And then when women get together, we share our jerk stories. You know, he did this to me, girl. Yeah, well, he did this to me, and blah, 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 blah. No one could find a good man. That's what the narrative out there is. That no one. And I remember when I met my husband, Julius, who I prayed for, and I prayed for him specifically. I remember when I met him, I went to my therapist. I said, I don't know about him. And my therapist said, oh, why? He seems really, really nice. I said, I know, he does seem really, really nice. Something is wrong, though. What do you think it is? I don't know, but it's something. And then I remember her saying, Viola, there will be something wrong. Because he's human. He's not perfect. So if you're looking, you're going to find it. But that doesn't mean he's not the person you should be with. And that, once again, a portal, right? That you're meeting your imperfect self who wants to be forgiven, who wants to be understood. You're meeting another imperfect person that wants to be understood. And at some point, you have to make the decision to love or not love.